Hi, I'm Christy.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
What can we help you? What can I help you with today?
I was thinking I would like to work on the chipping.
Okay.
Um, I think I kind of get it confused with pitching and the chipping, and I use the
What do you consider chipping?
chipping. I know it's got to go up in the air and come down and roll.
Chipping? Yeah, chipping's more of a roll to the hole, and pitching's more of a high shot. So chipping, you have trouble with just getting the ball to roll to the hole? How is that?
I tend to most times it doesn't tend to go up and then roll. It just rolls.
Does it roll past the hole? Does it go too short? Does it go too much to the right?
Generally, it's
Where are your
always
misses?
past the hole.
Past the
I
hole?
think I use too much of a stroke on it.
Okay. Okay, so your misses, what would you say? Do you play on a regular basis or?
I play usually once a week. I joined a league that usually plays on Sunday afternoons. I only play 9 holes, and
Okay. How long have you been playing?
I've only been playing maybe 3 years. My 3rd year.
Okay. Have you taken lessons before?
I've taken just a couple.
Couple?
Not for chipping.
Okay. So more of like a basic swing or?
Basic swing for driving.
Okay. Okay. So when you go out to play for 9 holes, and when you do chip, how many misses, like out of 10, would you say you miss?
7.
7 out of 10 you miss, meaning you miss the hole, or does it stay on the green when you?
No, sometimes
It usually rolls
yeah,
off?
It goes, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what would be acceptable to you, chipping wise? What would be a better?
Chipping, if I could get 6 out of 10, I'd be happy right now.
Okay, all right. And how will this help you play when you play?
I'm thinking it would improve my score.
What do you normally shoot now?
On 9 holes, I'm unfortunately shoot about a 68, 70.
And what would you like to see after today's chipping clinic? How would you like to see that score
Well, my
come
goal
down?
is to be
How many
more
strokes?
in line with the ladies that I play with. They usually shoot around a 64, 62. So.
Okay, so with today's help and a little practice, hopefully we could get you to your goal. Okay?
That would be wonderful.
Do you have any other hobbies?
Well, yeah, I have a lot of hobbies. Usually not enough time to do them. I like to do card making. I do one-stroke painting on glass. What else? I do gardening. And,
When you say you don't have enough time to do these, do you work?
I work full-time. And sometimes it gets very stressful and I have to, stay later. So,
Okay, so not enough time, yeah, to have fun.
yeah.
Okay, any physical limitations I should know about? Anything?
No, I'm pretty much in good shape. The only thing I have a little bit of arthritis in my hands. So sometimes, depending on how damp it is, or if it gets colder, they tend to tense up.
Do you do any stretches or anything to help relieve the tension or anything?
Not really. I never really focus on, which probably is a great idea that I should.
Yeah.
Maybe do specific exercises for.
Yeah, especially if you play, if it bothers you when it plays, maybe just do little thumb rolls or something just to loosen them up a little, loosen up your hands.
Yeah.
Or do you take anything to help?
Usually, if they're hurting before I start or whatever, I'll pop an Aleve.
Okay, and that helps a little? Okay.
Alleviate the, no pun intended.
Do you stretch at all before you play?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's important no matter what, to always stretch. So that's good. I'd like to take a look at your golf clubs here. Ping Faith irons. That's a good set. Were you fitted for these clubs?
No.
No? So were they recommended to you, or did you just get a good deal, or?
Well, both. They were recommended that they would, be suitable for my level of playing. And,
Okay.
I got a good price on them, which I naturally was happy with.
Yeah. Hey, whenever you get a good deal, right? They are a good set. I like Ping. I'm a certified Ping fitter. So I think these will be fine for you. Is this your first set of clubs?
No, I had a cheaper set when I first started. I used them like the first year.
Okay. All right, so you probably moved up a little.
Yeah, I wanted to know if I'd like the game or was going to stick with it before I invested
Okay.
more money in clubs.
All right, great. These look good. We'll go, and if I see, anything that I think they're not suitable for you, I'll let you know. But it is good to get fitted nowadays with the technology. It is possible to do, and it's better for yourself because it goes by your height and your swing, and the clubs get fitted to you just to make the game a little more enjoyable for people, especially if you're looking to stay with the game and invest money. So down the road, if you ever do get a new set, it's something to think about. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, so with the different, the chipping, are you aware of, the different clubs and how you could go about chipping with different clubs?
Just vaguely.
What do you usually use when you chip?
I usually use my wedge.
Pitching wedge or a sand?
Utility or sand wedge.
Utility or sand wedge. Okay. So what would you like to start with today?
The sand wedge.
Sand wedge?
I usually use that more than.
Okay. Let's pretend we're on the 9th hole here on the green, on the fringe, and you want to chip it to the hole. I want you to pick a hole, and I just want to watch you hit a couple shots and see what you do now, and then we could evaluate from there. Does that sound okay?
Yep. I think I'll pick this flag closest to us here.
Okay. I just want you to hit a couple shots for me and
how I normally try to do.
How you normally try to do it. Is that a typical miss for you?
Yes. See, it goes way far.
Okay.
Can you do another one?
Yeah. Do one more for me here. Ooh, almost. Okay, so that's typically what happens. Rolls way past the hole, off the green.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So what would you be happy with? Where would you like to see the ball go?
I would like to be with
in moderation to the hole.
Probably 12 inches of the hole, perimeter of 12 inches.
Okay, let me get my club. Usually, a good goal, especially since you haven't taken that many lessons and you're working on your game, I would say, a good distance-wise, maybe you want to work on maybe like 3 feet around the hole or within there is a good distance. You want to have like maybe 2 or 1 putt to the hole. So I would say anywhere between 5 or 3 feet in the hole. What would you think? Would that be a better goal for you?
I guess. I just thought that.
12 inches is a foot from the hole.
Yeah, I thought that the object was to get it as close to the hole as
Yes,
possible.
it is, definitely. Okay.
So that's
Okay.
a relief, I guess, that I don't have to get 12 inches. Okay.
I think it's something you definitely would have to practice, and we could get you. What would you like to see? You said your misses are about probably 7 out of 10.
Yes.
So, and you like to see 5, 6 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to make 5 or 6 out.
Okay. That's definitely a reachable goal. So, yeah, I would think that from 3 feet is better chance of getting reaching that goal. All right, so for the basic setup, I noticed that you had the ball in the front of your foot, in the front of your stance, okay? With this type of shot, the club is shorter, so typically when the clubs are shorter, we move it back in our stance more toward the inside of our right foot, okay?
Okay.
So instead of being in the front, let's move it more toward the back, all right? And then our weight is going to be more on our front foot. So you want about 80% of your weight on your left leg, okay? Good. Knees slightly bent. You want to stay relaxed always with the golf swing, okay? And with your weight being forward and the ball being in the back of your stance, we want to make a Y form with our arms and the club. So our arms being the, the two lines that make the V, and then the tail that makes the Y being our club. Okay, so we're going to do that, and I like to tell people the saying Y past the thigh, which means we want to get our Y, where our hands are, past our left thigh. Okay, and the goal is to really keep that form throughout the swing. You want to keep your lower body quiet, so you want to keep your weight forward throughout this swing. That's going to give it that pop over the fringe and onto the green to let it roll the rest of the way. And because we want to go to this short pin right here, you're going to have a very short swing, okay? And just try to brush, take some practice swings and try to brush the top of the grass using that Y form. Good, that looks a lot better already. All right, and a better stance. You want to have your feet a little wider open than you did before. Okay? All right, and so we want to make sure, we want to get as close as possible. So we want to make sure our alignment is correct. So let's make sure that our club face, which is our alignment tool, that's where we want the ball to go, wherever our club face is lined up to. We want that to be at our target, okay? And our body is just going to be slightly open to our target. So it's going to be a little left of our target. So make sure your shoulders are left of your target. Good. You have any questions so far?
Nope. Should I try?
Yes. So what did we go over so far? Our weight is forward, right? And we have the Y past the thigh, and we want to just rock our shoulders to get that ball popping up in the air. And just remember, just a little swing. How would you say that shot was compared to your others? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Probably like a 5.
Okay. How could we make it 8 or a 7?
Not letting it roll so far.
Okay. So we want to make sure that we keep our weight forward throughout the swing and stay level. Okay? You don't want to pick your body up, or you don't want to go and reach for the ball. You want to stay level and just remember to swing those shoulders back and forth. Nothing else moves.
I'm moving the shoulders?
Yes, that's all you're moving is your shoulders. And make sure you get that Y past the thigh. So get your hands, yes, forward. How is that on a scale of 1 to 10?
6. Just a little more. Didn't roll as much.
And I notice that your wrists are straight up. We want to make sure our wrists are lower, okay? So we want to make the hinge, a little hinge in our wrists. We don't want, that picks our body up with our, it makes you stand taller. So when you bring your wrists down with a little hinge, it brings your head down, which keeps your body down, okay, and able to hit more under the ball than the top of the ball. So make sure you're not standing too close to the ball. So this way we could bring your hands down and keep that position there. Let's try that again.
Did I do too much of a...
You did your wrists, and I have something to show you. I want you to hit one more. I have a little club for you to try. I want you to try this club here, just for practice right now, without using the ball. Okay? Well, what this is, it's used for chipping, it helps you keep your hands in place as you do the chipping motion, okay? Because you want to keep your hands and your wrists still. So what this does, if you don't keep your wrists still and you flip them, you're going to get hit with the club in the side of the body. So we know that's going to get sore after a while. So this should train you to try to just keep, you want to keep the shaft along your arm, okay? And keep it touching throughout the swing. So take a few practice swings with that. You want to hold it like you're holding your normal pitching shot, chipping shots, sorry.
So lower like this?
Yes, and watch your wrists. Remember what we said, we want to keep them low. Where's your break in your wrists? Good. So the goal is, yeah, to keep your hands ahead of the club face throughout the swing. Good.
Feel a little weebly wobbly.
Okay, you're still making your hands. Is there a break in your hands right now, in your wrists?
No.
Okay, we want to make sure we keep that break in our wrists, okay? And then go out from there, okay? That keeps your body down so you don't hit the top of the ball. Good, just like that. How does that feel?
Better.
Good, looks a lot better. Okay, I want you to try to hit some now with this, okay? And let's see how that changes. How's your thumbs feeling?
My thumb feels okay. My middle fingers feel.
Are you holding the club too tight, you
I
think?
so.
Make sure you
try to
keep
do that.
nice and loose, okay? Everything stays loose. The more tense you are, the more tense your whole body gets, even just holding a tighter grip.
I'm going to try for the middle one.
Okay, that's fine. Remember, stay level. Keep the weight forward. 80% weight on your left foot, left leg. Good. How is that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I say 8.
Make sure all your weight's forward. Stay down. You're a little too close, okay? Stand a little further away. Good. All right, I noticed that you're coming up and down when you're hitting your shot, all right? We want to just keep your shoulders moving back and forth, okay? And when you finish, I want you to hold your finish after you hit that ball. Hold that position. You're flipping your wrists again. I want you to hit one more, and if you flip your wrist, we're going to go try this club again. How is that on a scale of 1 to 10?
Say 8.
Okay, remember the ball's going to roll, so we want to make sure that we hit it halfway to the hole so it rolls to the hole, okay? We're not hitting it. That's more of a pitch shot when you hit it to the hole, all right? Watch that club face. Right now you're aiming way right of your target.
guess I turned the club face.
Keep your, almost like you're putting. What I notice is that you take the club far back and then you slow down on the downswing. Let's cut that back swing in half and be a little more firm instead of taking a full backswing, not a full, but too far back and then slowing it down. All right, we're going to take it, do almost like a putting stroke, okay? So we're going to take it half the distance that you normally are doing right now. And just be a little more firm. Don't decelerate. All right, I want you to use this again. And I want you to hit some shots with the ball. You're still not aimed to the hole. All right, so make sure. Much better. How is that on a scale of 1 to 10?
Getting better. 9.
Keep that Y form. Good. You're a little more aggressive. I'd rather see that. You're a little more confident and you didn't decelerate on the downswing. Okay? That's important. But now just take half of that swing that you just took with the same aggressiveness. Good. Okay, so what do you have to do to get that even shorter?
Take less of a swing.
Yes.
It's really not much of a swing.
Like I said, it's like a putting stroke. How is that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'll take a 10.
It's not within your 12 inches.
Close enough.
Okay, hopefully we could one putt that. Let's try that again. Now this was a pitch and wedge that you were using. Obviously it's a little longer because we're using it as a drill. So it will roll further. So you have the sand wedge now, which won't roll as far because it has more loft on it, okay? So just take that into consideration when you hit this shot. You may have to take a little further of a backswing. Very good. How did that one feel?
Great.
Good. Let's try one more. Shh. Good. You came up a little, yes. So how do you think long term this will help you with your golf game?
I think it'll help me tremendously.
Yeah?
Rolling so far past the hole like I normally did.
Okay, good. So you think we could be able to achieve that goal of cutting strokes off your score
I think so.
with a little
Feel
practice, right?
confident, yeah.
All right, and I could make up that club for you. I have a few extra clubs. Oh, this club right here that I could chop down a couple clubs and make this for you to practice with. All right, I have some extra clubs in the back, and
That'd be super.
yeah, hopefully this will help you. You have any other questions?
Not really. I'd like to probably take a next lesson with doing pitching and stuff. So
All right, great.
one step at a time.
We could do this, and yeah, we could do that for sure. And yeah, hope it was a success. You did a lot better from the beginning of the lesson until now. So, all right, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you, and thanks for